7:38, 53 degrees. Good-looking Friday morning as we head into the weekend on the Tony Conley Morning Show, 1320 WILS, 1320WILS.com. Benjamin Robinson is our producer this morning, 393-3700. A lot of us have business where we use email. Even if you use it on a personal note, there's still a lot of mistakes that people make, and to make these mistakes professionally could cost you your job. It could cost you business for your business, and I thought it'd be a good idea for us to learn a little bit more about how to be better at this. Colleen Rickenbacher is at 1320 WILS and Fox News Radio Etiquette Expert. Colleen, how are you?
I'm fine, Tony. How are you doing?
I'm doing very well. When it comes to email etiquette, how do most professionals do?
Most professionals do not so bad. There's some things, though, that they're overlooking, and it can make a difference in the whole way that they come across in their professional image. And just that little, maybe forgetting the subject line or their opening or closing could make a difference in their whole, deal if they lose it, get it, or move it on to somebody else.
All right, there are 12 most common mistakes that a lot of us make. What are those?
The first one is your subject line. Make sure that you have a subject line, and every time that you do, and you change the topic of your email, I don't care if it's going back and forth with the person, change your subject line, get rid of that, every part of that email, start all over again, and keep that, keep it alive and keep it going, but change it, get rid of all those other ones, and start all over again. That's the first one.
All right.
Second one, have a greeting. So it would say, hello, Tony, or hope you're having a great day, Tony, or, I've gone over all this information, Tony. Always reference the person's name, but start it with, if you can, hello. Dear has gone away, so it would be Dear Tony. Definitely not, what's up, Tony, or hey, ho, none of those, because how do I know it's not going on to your general manager or your board of directors or the chairman of the board or something like that? Always deal in a business email that it's going to go on to somebody else. It's always very important that you're always going to think, what's the end result of this? Okay. So make sure it always stays business.
Okay.
And make sure it doesn't get to be too informal with a hi or something to that.
Okay.
And then the other thing, a lot of people that bother is if you should send out or someone in there and it's a reply all type thing, we're going to say, well, the meeting today is going to change and it's going to go to, room B instead of room C or D or whatever. Just if you have to go back and they want a confirmation, and just go back to that person and just tell them that, fine, thank you, I'll be in room B. Don't go back to the 10 people that are on that email to tell them all that it's going to be in room B.
Okay.
So those are some of the main ones. And another big thing is watch the tone of your emails. Maybe you and I went out to dinner last night. We had a great time. It was a great business meal. But that was last night. Today we're back to business again. Make sure it's the tone. Again, people might read this email and, if there was any drinks involved or some jokes were exchanged, that was last night. Today, it's all business, and everything must stay that way. So watch all the personal things or anything else that might have been said, and anything else that should have been face-to-face or in a letter or some other thing should stay that way and not be exchanged to your emails.
Colleen, how are we when it comes to spell check and with using the proper diction, sentence structure, paragraph structure, and so on?
Can be horrible. People need, yes, spell check by all means. But even though you do spell check, you have to read it because spell check is spell check. And something that should be T-H-E maybe becomes T-H-E-Y, or, spell check will come up and, pull in what they think is right. And it's totally the wrong word, and, it's there. And that wrong word could be a horrible word instead of what you meant it to be. So spell check it, but then come back and read it again. Also watch, abbreviations. Abbreviations, unless it's a Mr. or maybe a street, that it should be spelled out. Appointment should be spelled out. Or different words, they should always be spelled out in a business communication. And also even the name of your company. Not abbreviations for your radio station, but the name of your company should be spelled out because 3 letters or 4 letters for what a company could stand out could also be the same exact letters for another company. So until they know exactly what those letters stand for, spell it out and then put those abbreviations right after it.
Colleen, isn't all this common sense? Shouldn't we already know this and it be just a part of the way we work?
You would think. But it's not. And after as many years as emails have been along and around, there's still those changes that are out there. And people, unfortunately, go to a point where they're abusing them, and then every day there's some new change in technology. Think about things that are coming along with Twitter and everything else that's there, that now people have taken it even to the further extreme in business communication, that they're now, they're texting their business communication. They're using Twitter, where now it's going down to one letter as opposed to words and proper grammar. And in business communication, you should not be there yet. It still should at least be emailing on letter, as opposed to, because you're dealing with a lot of different generations in your communication for business.
Colleen,
people don't quite get all that.
We've been talking with Colleen Rickenbacher, who's a 1320 WLS and Fox News Radio etiquette expert. Colleen, thanks so much.
Oh, thank you. It's my pleasure.
7:44, 53 degrees on our way to a high temp of about 78. There's a chance of rain later tonight and thunderstorms early tomorrow. WLS's Mike Ellis will be with us in a few minutes and give us the latest